I'm Michael Buffer here, and I just want to give a shout out. Let's get ready for the UKUS show.
Going at it again, 14 months on, but look at the array of talent on both bottom and top tables here. Absolutely fantastic to see. As Eddie said, we've got Facebook Live from about 5 o'clock on the night. 6 o'clock, we're on air. We've got the great fight with Martin J. Ward and James Tennyson here. I think that's a really good matchup. Really excited about the development of Joshua BUATSI. John Ryder and Jamie Cox. I mean, it's a dream fight, certainly within the trade, and it's a great opportunity for both of them. Both really good fighters, and really good that they've taken this fight. Really excited about that. Joe Joyce, of course, in fight number 4, going in with Leroy Thomas for the Commonwealth Heavyweight title. What an opportunity for Joe. Is it too soon? We can't wait to find out. And Paul Butler, what a magnificent chance he's got, back in form and bang in form, but against the excellent Emmanuel Rodriguez, who is pretty special. So I think it's a terrific card in itself. Never like the main event. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Ella. Some key figures for the boxing world here this week, of course. Joining us on the top table, our co-promoter for the show. I'm going to pass over to Richard Schaefer to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Eddie, and pleasure to be here with all of you in England. Great turnout. You really have become the capital of boxing worldwide. And as Eddie and Adam said, top to bottom, really one of the best cards I can remember. Fantastic talent. Doors open, I believe, at 4:30. First fight is at 4:30. I'm going to be there ringside at 4:30. That's how good this card is. A lot of young talent, great fights, world title fight, Commonwealth fights. Of course, very excited for Joe Joyce to try to become the first ever in his 4th fight to become a Commonwealth champion. So big task ahead of him. We have full confidence in him, and of course Monty Powell as well. Happy to show Monty Powell here in the UK to the UK fight fans, and Cody Davis and everyone else. Really can't wait.
Thank you, Richard. We're going to head down to that table now. Monty Powell, welcome to the shores. Not a lot of people know too much about you over here, but I've heard plenty about you in the States, and a great opportunity to box in the UK on Saturday.
First things first, I'd like to give all thanks to God, because without him I wouldn't be here today. But it's an amazing opportunity to be over here in only my 7th professional fight. Big thanks to Richard Schaefer and the rest of Ringstar for making this possible. This has always been a dream of mine, and this is just helping me get one step closer to reaching my ultimate goal. You know, me and my coach and the rest of my team back at home, we work extremely hard every single day. That's why when we got the call to come over here, I didn't hesitate, because I know how enthusiastic the fans are over here in England, and it's just an amazing experience to be over here and to be able to showcase my skills in front of everyone. I'm definitely going to put on an amazing show, so I hope you're ringside to be able to see it. Thank you.
Thank you, Monty. Jordan Gill, great performance last time out in a British title eliminator, and a huge show for you to box on, and of course, been in the gym throughout the whole camp with Tony BELLEW under the tutelage of your trainer as well, Dave Colwell.
Yeah, I'd like to say thanks for having me on. You know, when Tony says to me, do you want to box me on the card at the O2, pay-per-view show in front of 20,000 people, I think it's an opportunity you can't turn down. So I'm ecstatic to be on the show. Hopefully, putting another good performance. I've been working very hard in the gym. Dave Colwell's improved me week in, week out. Just working so hard, and to be around fighters like Tony BELLEW, Jamie McDonald, Gavin McDonald, Anthony Fowler, you know, it's only going to bring me on. Jamie's been looking brilliant, Tony BELLEW's been looking brilliant, and I think that's the main thing. He's ready for David A on Saturday, and I'm ready for whoever I fight on Saturday too.
Thanks, Jordan. Cody, welcome. A big showcase for you on Saturday night, and of course, many of your teammates here from the GB squad, of course, Joshua BUATSI and Joe Joyce as well, and the big stage for you on Saturday.
Yeah, it's good for me to be on the big stage. A couple of months back I was fighting in leisure centres down in the valleys, so it's nice to be up amongst all this. I'm trained by Gavin Rees, former world champion himself, so he's got the recipe for success, and I'm following his instructions. Yeah, it's good to be in amongst with Josh BUATSI and Joe Joyce again. We trained together for a couple of years on Team GB, and now we're here doing our thing as professionals, so it's all good, and I'm ready to show everyone what I'm about, and I hope you will enjoy it.
You've seen some great fights come out of the GB squad as well. I'm also very interested by your barnet. That is one mean haircut. Can you tell us more about that, please? And the style there. Is that always going to see that in your fights?
No, I'm going to mix up the haircuts, just like I mix up my styles. I like to adapt them and change for the mood.
I like it, well done. Mr. BUATSI, you normally, your hair, the beard's a bit longer normally, the hair's a bit longer, but you're in semi-beast mode, ready for the O2. I guess it's like a second home to you now, boxed all over the country, and a tough fight for you on Saturday against a Frenchman, and probably the last really now before your big step up to 10 rounds and title action.
Yeah, you know, an event came up and Mr. Still Your Girlfriend had to come out 2 weeks prior to the event, so I had to go to the barbers to get a haircut. But like you said, semi-beast mode is still on. I stepped up to an 8th round. I'm looking forward to it. I feel blessed to be in front of everyone here. The atmosphere is good. Saturday night it's going to be a fight. I don't know who's going to be across the ring, but there's going to be eyes watching. There's going to be people kind of fixed on the 2 fights in the ring, and I'm looking forward to it. Again, I feel blessed to be in front of everyone on this table and above, and look forward to seeing everyone on Saturday night.
Obviously you're deep into your apprenticeship now. How ready do you feel almost for that step up? You see, we know the division's bustling in the domestic scene. Of course, Callum Johnson with a big win over Frank Buglioni recently, but like I said, ready now after Saturday night to move onto those kind of levels.
Yeah, I feel it's easy. It would be very easy to talk. So I think for me, let those fights happen, and then we'll see. Is Josh the real deal? Can he actually fight? Can he do this? Can he do that? So those fights will come, and that's when I'll be judged. So there's not really much for me to say onto that. But again, I'm leaving it to the promoters, the managers, and the trainers. Once they're in sync, then I'm ready to go.
Good stuff. Look forward to seeing you in action on Saturday. Now, a late addition to the card, one of the best lightweights in the world, Olympic gold medalist Luke Campbell, training hard. He's had a long camp while we're looking to secure his final eliminator against Yvonne Mendy for the WBC title, ranked basically top 5 with every governing body. Saw him have a great fight with Jorge Linares for the WBC title and the WBA title. Luke, welcome. A quick run out for you. Get rid of the cobwebs after the Linares fight for a big fight in the summer.
Yeah, I'd have to thank you for putting up with me the last couple of weeks, because I've been pestering you non-stop. Eddie, I need to fight. I want to fight. So thank you for getting me on the card. It's last minute, but thank you for that. And Matchroom, Sky Sports. And I'm just excited to go out there and fight. You know, it's been a while since my last fight, and this is a great undercard to be on. I'm mixing some fantastic company. And yeah, you know, I've been working hard ever since, been working in the quiet and making improvements. And this year's a big year for me. And this fight is just part of a bigger picture. And I'm excited to get out there on Saturday, put on a great show and move forward.
Obviously, WBC title, Mikey Garcia is moving up, then he's staying where he is. We'll see what happens with that, but they've officially ordered now the final eliminator between you and Yvonne Mendy. Of course, a rematch of that fight that was at the O2 as well, and one we know you want to put right.
Yeah, certainly. That is my number 1 fight that I want. You know, I want to redeem that night. I want to clean my record and beat him up at the same time. So that for me is my number 1 fight I'm most excited about, and it's going to put me in the number 1 position for the WBC. So, you know, I'm ready for world titles this year.
Thanks, Luke. I think a brilliant fight with 2 guys ready for world titles as well. You saw Jamie Cox have a great fight with George Groves for the WBA world title. On the same card, John Ryder with a brilliant win over Patrick Nielsen, knocking him out. I think both guys looking for a world title shot, on the verge of world title shots. It's unusual that 2 guys in that position would meet. It's a brilliant all-British domestic 168-pound clash. Firstly, Jamie had a good camp, looking fantastic, and a fight that a lot of people are excited about on Saturday.
It's a great addition, a great fight for the card, me fighting John, and really excited. I prepared very hard, and I'm looking forward to the fight. Obviously,
you were put into the Groves fight. You got that opportunity, the World Boxing Super Series. Probably in an ideal world would have liked one more, but learned a lot from that opportunity and looking to put that into practice on Saturday. Yeah, I know where I went wrong in that fight, and George was a great operator. He's a great world champion, and I'm looking to learn from that loss and rebuild and fight for a world title. John, massive win for you last time out. I guess Could be said you were fighting for your career, certainly at world level in that fight. You beat Patrick Nielsen, who's highly ranked with the governing bodies. You're now in a brilliant position to challenge for world titles and excited ahead of Saturday.
Yeah, I'm forever feeling like I'm fighting for my career now, but everything's on the line, every fight I'm going into now. So it was a great win. This is going to be a great fight Saturday, and I'm looking forward to it.
How do you see the fight playing out? I mean, Jamie's looked very good in his fights recently. He's an exciting fighter as well. And you and Tony Sims studied hard for this fight.
Well, you look at him in the Groves fight, he made the fight what it was. One shot turned the fight on his head, and it's not that much to go on. So I'm expecting the best of him come Saturday, and I think it'll be a great fight.
It is a great fight. We look forward to that one. Another great fight, which is going to kick off our live action on Sky Sports box office. Make sure you're in the arena. Is Martin Ward against James Tennyson for the Commonwealth, the European and the WBA International Super Featherweight title. James Tennyson ranked number 5 in the world with the WBA. Martin Ward has done it all domestically and now, number 2, as Mark Dunlop, his manager, told me off there. Number 2 with the WBA, even better. And of course, Martin Ward has done it all domestically and now winning the European title recently. These guys actually debuted on the same night in their professional career, and now they meet in a crunch clash. Firstly, James, welcome. You've been on the Sky Sports shows in the Odyssey Arena in Belfast in some big nights, and it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Doesn't get much bigger than that at all. You know, I'm grateful for giving the shot in such a big card. The names on the table here should speak for themselves. So you know, I'm really excited. Looking forward to fighting it and putting on the show.
The style should gel. We know you're all action. You punch very, very hard. Martin Ward's in great form at the moment. Should be a great fight.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's going to be a cracking scrap. Everybody, you know, the talk of it over social media itself. So you know, it's good to do the show.
Martin, brilliant performance for you last time out, winning the European title. Must go into this fight with a lot of confidence, but also I'll say the toughest test of your career so far.
Yeah, firstly I'd just like to thank yourself, Eddie, and Matchroom and Tony BELLEW for giving me a slot on an amazing show. I'm really pumped for this here. Cannot wait to get in there and trade level with James Tennyson. You know, he's a good fighter. I respect him, and he's gone down the hard road himself. I've gone through the levels and I'm going for the gears now, and I'm looking to put on a very exciting performance this weekend and push on to bigger and better things.
You've done it the right way,
yeah.
The traditional way, British Commonwealth, European titles as well. As Mark said, James Tennyson number 2 in the world now.
Yeah.
You feel this is your final test before moving on to challenge for world titles?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So it's going to be a good fight. I don't look past Saturday night. I respect him. He's a good fighter. He brings a lot to the table, but I'm very, very confident of doing the job on Saturday night and doing it in style and putting on an exciting display.
It's a great fight, don't miss that one. Another great fight, big step up for Olympic silver medalist, which should have been gold, by the way. I still can't get over that decision, but anyway, that's history. I know. JOYCE, not moving you nice and fast. I love the way that Haymaker Ring started doing this. The Lewiston debut was brilliant. You've had a couple of easier jobs since, but ready now for this first major title.
Yeah, I'm ready. Training's gone well, and you know, I've done some great rounds of sparring, and I think you know it's amazing that this fight could be made for the Commonwealth title in my 4th fight. You know, I like being you know, the first to do things and you know, making history. So you know, all credit to Leroy for you know, coming over here, and you know, I'm just excited to you know, be on such a big card, and at the O2 it's going to be amazing.
Obviously the domestic heavyweight division is brilliant right now, the world heavyweight division is brilliant. You feel like this is going to be the first big step to moving aggressively onto major titles on the world scene?
Yeah, for sure. You start with the Commonwealth titles, you know, should I win it will be, you know, a stepping stone to greater things, bigger and better things.
Good. We look forward to that one, Joe. Leroy, welcome back. So Sheffield twice, now London. You're getting accustomed to fighting in Britain. Obviously disappointing one last time, but you kept your belt. And a big test for you on Saturday night. I think you and Kenny Porter know that.
Man, glory be to the Most High, John. I mean, look at this. When I first met you, I came here to Anthony Joshua. Now look at the table. What the table prepared for me. Take care of my family. This is not about me. This is about my family. This is about to show everyone who go through the struggle that if they keep on persevering, have their faith and believe in God, they can do anything. come Saturday night, it's going back home with me again, and hopefully me and Rhino can finish the business we started.
Obviously, Joe's had a fantastic amateur career, is inexperienced in the pro ranks. Do you feel like your experience will be the difference on Saturday?
Listen, you said what happened with Lomachenko, right? When they try to step him up for a world title, of course. I know what I'm capable of doing. Me and Coach Kenny, we put the work in, have a hell of a camp, and it's time to go to work.
Look forward to that.
I know Joyce had a great amateur pedigree, but Thomas is coming with a world champion.
Certainly a huge step up for Joe Joyce compared to previous opponents. We look forward to that fight on Saturday night. Now, world title action, and I'll tell you, another brilliant fight. We know how highly ranked and rated Emmanuel Rodriguez is from Puerto Rico. Paul Butler going for his second world title as well. Firstly, Emmanuel, welcome. Big fight for you on Saturday.
Primero que nada, pues gracias a Dios por todo, gracias a toda la prensa presente, a Dirigente. Nada, ansioso de que por esta oportunidad, hace tiempo lo estábamos esperando, llegó el momento y si Dios lo permite, el sábado 5 de mayo Puerto Rico pues tendrá su campeón número 59 si Dios lo permite. Gracias.
Thank you to Eddie Hearn. I'm glad I got the fight. I've been training well, and hopefully you'll see how good a champion I am. I'm going to be. I hope Paul Butler's ready for this fight.
Outside of that community, but fairly inexperienced, particularly over championship distance. Do you feel that you just have too much knowledge and too much all-round game for him Saturday?
Possibly, yeah. If you sit down and watch him at first glance, you think he's a special kid. You're just watching his highlights and clips. When you sit down and really watch him, there is mistakes there. We've been working really hard in the gym, going over that. Obviously, we've been looking at stuff that he does well as well, so we'll be ready on Saturday night. We've got a good game plan and we're there to take the title.
We look forward to that. It's a thrilling fight for the IBF Bantamweight World title and a massive card. We're going to pose now for head-to-heads with the guys here. They're all available for one-on-ones with you, and we'll start the main press conference in around 10-15 minutes. Thank you very much, and photos at the front. Thank you.
Are you happy with it? Are you happy with it?
Sorry, Josh, man. Squeeze through. We'll have a catch up. 100%. Alright, man. I'll see you there, yeah?
Josh, you need to speak to my internet.
After this, I'm done. I'm just standing here. No, seriously. Clap me after.
He's waiting for you. So you need help.
Alright, so can you just tell us who you are? So my name is Joshua BUATSI. Former Olympic bronze medalist, now a professional. 5 fights, 5 wins, 3 knockouts, and Saturday we go searching for the 6th victory.
Yeah, what weight is that?
At light heavy, so I should have said. I don't know if I look bigger than the weight, if I look small at the weight, you're probably thinking I'm quite tiny, but I'm a light heavy.
Okay, so you're going to be up on the weekend?
But on the weekend I've got a French guy. He's actually quite good, to be fair play to him, but there's only one result, and there's only one thing that's going to happen. Everything's in my favour, so God willing, I can go and just do what I have to do.
Okay, so after that fight, what are you looking to do next? Get some more belts?
After the fight, like Eddie said, I'm going to step up in terms of who and step up to what level, I don't know yet, but like I say all the time, once the promoters are in sync with my managers and my trainers, I'm good to go.
Nice to meet you then.
us, so we're going to take revenge.
Alright, we're here with Just Cool Radio, and what is your name, sir?
My name is Money Pound.
Okay, what weight are you?
I'm fighting 160 pounds.
Okay, so you're knocking out this weekend?
I'm fighting a guy from Hungary. I'm ready, I train hard, so hopefully I get the knockout, but you know, I'm just going to go in there and fight to the best of my ability.
Have you had any titles yet? Or?
No, I'm still young in my career. I only have 6 fights.
Okay, how old are you? 20. Okay, well, good luck on the night, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks.
The very good, very well known, excellent trainer, Ismail Salas.
Hi guys, hi everyone. I think the action speaks louder than any words. So it's time to shine. We've been working so hard for this fight. Even I left my family back in the United States for more than 7 months, 8 months, and I am here to make the best of David HAYE together with the Ruben Tavares, all the team behind us. It's time to action. It's not much to say, just to do. Wait for us, baby.
Thank you, Ishmael. That is some sacrifice. Another man who puts so much into his fighters is, of course, Dave Caldwell. Dave, who put such a great tactical plan together last time. How's it going to go this time, my friend?
I think both fighters, everybody in this room, we're just fed up with all the talk now. It's been going on a long while. Same old thing. We've done the exact same. We've prepared for a hard fight. Tony Bellew's put in the hours, he's put in the effort. Doesn't matter what effort I put in, doesn't matter the hours that I'm putting in. It's all about what he's delivering. You can put in all the effort you want as a coach, but if the fighter doesn't match that and exceed that, you're not going to get the right results. I believe that the ingredients that Bellew's got at this stage of the careers and where we are on Saturday are more than enough to deal with whatever David HAYE wants to bring. David HAYE's been nice and calm, cool, relaxed, almost as if you will, trying to lull Team Bellew into a false sense of security, that he's going to come out boxing and relax and everything. He may decide he's just going to walk straight out and think that he's got the superior strength, superior power, jump all over Bellew. He's not going to be able to handle the power, not going to be able to handle the physicality of the fight. We've prepared for that as well. You know, it's not just a case of preparing for one game plan. Whatever David HAYE wants to bring, Tony Bellew can handle, and that is the bottom line of it. We're prepared for Tony Bellew to, whatever it takes to win this fight, and he's prepared for a war.
Thanks, Dave, the former unified cruiserweight champion, former heavyweight champion, looking for this one great performance Saturday night. He's been telling us it's going to come. He's fit, he's ready. David HAYE.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Park Plaza, Westminster. I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm ready to go into battle, and I'm living my dream. You know, I've always, since the age of 10, been boxing. This is what I do. I love to do it. I love every day training, learning, improving, as I've been doing under Ismail Salas. And my exam is on Saturday, and I've studied as hard as possible. You know, I've not cut any corners. You know, I've pushed it. I've pushed it, and inside the ring, outside the ring, I've learnt from my mistakes, once again inside and outside of the ring. The first fight was an intriguing fight. It was entertaining for everybody who watched, whether you was a HAYE fan or Bellew fan. You got your money's worth there. The emotional roller coaster was there for everybody to enjoy. And this time round, it may not be as controversial. It will be a little more clinical. I'm looking at taking Tony Bellew, which is something I've never done in any of my previous fights. Probably bar the Jean-Marc Mormec fight. The plan was to push on from round 7 onwards. And this time round, it's the same thing. I've kept my game plan under wraps, but it's to do as much damage in the first 6 rounds as possible and keep pushing it and then step it up from round 7 to round 12. If he's as tough and durable and has the heart he and his team believe they have, then we've got ourselves a cracking fight. But I'm not sure. Being in there with him first time round, you know, the shots that that were missing will be landing, and they'll be landing a lot harder than they land for the first time round. They didn't catch him, in my opinion, with anything, with any real timing, with any real clear crispness. It was all thuds, it was all big swings and clubbing shots, and that's not really my style. This time round, it's going to be very sharp, very explosive, very slick, and I will give you the performance a lot of people expected first time round. You know, so make sure you strap. I don't believe the fight will go early. I don't believe it. Ismail Salas says the first 6 rounds are about chopping him down, breaking him up. And from round 7, let's see what's left in front of me, because that's when I'm ready to really put my foot on the gas and really start pushing through those the second half of the fight. But I'm ready for 12 hard rounds, and I believe Dave Caldwell is a very good coach. You know, I've worked with Dave Caldwell in the past. He'll have a great strategy like he had for the first fight. You know, he was spot on for the first fight, and we'll see. We'll see.
David, mentally you seem in a very different place this time around, and physically, what everyone wants to know, are you 100%? Can the body hold up through 12 hard rounds against Tony Bellew?
Yeah, you know, it's not for me to convince everybody here that that's the case. You know, a lot of people may not believe me, but you know, tune in for the fight, because if for whatever reason my arm falls off or my leg falls off, they're going to be in for another thrilling fight like the first time round. So whatever happens, you're going to be in for a treat, no matter what. You know, the body holds up, great. The body doesn't hold up, great for you guys' entertainment.
But you've taken the attitude this time around not to get involved with him, to keep cool, to keep calm, to get the blinkers on. So you feel that was the right way to deal with it?
This time round, the focus wasn't on Tony Bellew. First time round, in my mind, I didn't see Tony Bellew as any type of threat whatsoever. So I kind of used the interviews he did, used his personality to kind of whip me up, to use that as fuel, as motivation for training, as there was nothing that I could see in his previous boxing resume to suggest I needed to really raise my game. Made a big mistake there. This time round, I haven't done that. You know, I focused, like I should have done probably the first time round, on being the best version of myself and not worrying about what Tony Bellew is going to do. I've trained as if Tony Bellew was going to be a lot faster, a lot stronger. He's going to come at me a lot harder, or he's going to move away a lot faster. Whichever one he does, I believe, from the bottom of my heart, I will have an answer for it, and he will not be able to deal with what's coming for him on Saturday night.
Before I go to Tony, one final one. Is this the most important night of your career? You've had huge ones, obviously, the Mormek night, the Klitschko night. Last time out, you were expected to blow Tony Bellew away. How vital is this in all your career, David?
They say in boxing, you're only as good as your last fight, plain and simple. And my last fight was 11-round stoppage loss to Tony Bellew. For me, that doesn't sit right. With me, it sits really right with a big smiling belly on the end there. He loves the sound of that. For me, that's probably the worst finish to any career I could have, and it would really put a real big smudge over my resume, and I'd be very, very disappointed. Very, very disappointed, and it would feel like I'd, you know, undone all of the great nights I've had over the years, the world title fights at cruiserweight and heavyweight. It would undo all of that. So yeah, you're right. This is, everything's on the line. My reputation, my everything, you know, my whole soul is on the line here, and I will not allow Tony Bellew to get the win on Saturday night.
His whole soul is on the line. Tony Bellew, you won last time. You did it emphatically, a monumental upset. Everybody doubted you. Are they doubting you again? Can you pull it off again? Is it repeat?
I'm always getting doubted, Adam, but I don't mind. I'm used to it. Thanks is all I can say to the glowing, I think of the recommendations I've been given from his team, so thank you very much, I'm honoured. I'm looking around for the guy who you seem to be describing, because I just don't think it's me. Hello, lad. Here he is. I know, lad. Pick someone your own size. I don't want no trouble with you. Okay, doke, son.
You want to pick on someone your own size? I want you to stand up.
Mate, you look too big for me, mate. You take that wig somewhere else, lad. Jesus Christ.
Right, that's it, lad. Right, Will, I'll see you later. Thanks for
Jesus Christ. Don't really know what much else to say. Case wanker. Jesus Christ. I don't know how many tickets you gave him, Dave, but fucking hell, was a good one. You know what? You can't write it, can you? I'm just looking forward to Saturday night. I don't know, I'm thinking about different things going through my mind, and I'm always the underdog, yes. I'm going in with a dangerous fighter, yes. It's all the things that there was on March the 4th, they all still stand. They really do. So let's just get to Saturday, see how it goes. I've prepared as best as I possibly can. I'm in great shape. And I just want to fight. That's the only thing I'm good at. That's the only thing I know. I just want to have a fight. He looks great, like he did last time. His team sound very confident, like they did last time. A few new faces, unlike last time. So let's just see. The talking, or me talking nonsense and gibbet, it's not going to do anything else, you know. Let's just see. I'm at the moment where I don't really like the look of him. I just want to punch him. So, you know, and I'm pretty sure he feels the same. I know he likes to tell you, Tony's nice, smiling face mate, he'd love nothing more to knock every single tooth out my mouth. Don't be fooled. I understand exactly what's in front of me. I understand what he wants to do to me. The mask comes off on Saturday and the gloves go on. And we fight, mate. And this is a fight to the finish, believe you me. This time, it's a fight to the finish.
You can make it.
I've always made it, mate.
But then they got a great night.
Never found wanting, never ran, never will.
Okay, it's the other.
We are going to go, believe you me. We are going to go. And you're going to have to do things that you don't really want to do. I promise you, I swear to you, you're going to have to go them places. You are going to find out. When you look at me, mate, you don't look at someone who's mentally weak. You look at someone who's far mentally stronger than you, someone who can push more buttons than you, and someone who will do anything to win. Saturday night, you will find out. I
can't wait. Cannot wait. Brilliant.
Sure you can't.
Fantastic.
Sure you can't. And it doesn't detract anything from your great, fantastic legacy you've left, so don't worry about that. We're all going to remember you for your fantastic special nights. But Saturday night,
like Saturday night,
not going to be one of them.
It will be.
It's not. If you remember, just like the first time, we all sat here, all this press, all these guys, they all laughed at me last time. There'll be no rematch this time, David. You just close the curtain on you, that's all we do. That's what's going to happen on Saturday night. Like before the first fight, it was all laughing, joking, Tony doesn't stand a chance. I'm going to pulverise you in 2 rounds. Unbelievable. I mean, Dave has even gone from the t-shirt carrying sweat bucket man to now he's gone to great coach.
A good coach.
You said great.
I was good.
You said great, I listened to the words. But,
good or great?
Great, he's a great coach.
Good coach.
So, you know,
but no t-shirts.
How can you go from t-shirt carrier to go, well, okay, let's just take
because he trained you to beat me. No. He upgraded my eyes. He went from that to beating me. Because he trained you to beat me. Do you not understand?
No, do you not understand?
He earned the credit for you. People to
so
get my respect.
So before that fight, he was just a t-shirt.
I hadn't seen anything prior to you beating me that made me say yes. He's a good or great.
Not trained the world champion. No, a British. He hadn't just trained the British Combat European world champion. Does that not matter? No.
No.
What matters is you end on Saturday night.
Yes.
What matters is I've got a good coach as well.
Yes.
And what matters is Will Mackenzie's briefcase looks absolutely fucking fantastic.
Tony, you obviously there was huge needle before the last fight, real tension all the way up to the actual event, and after the finish you went and hugged him, you went and gave him respect.
I showed respect, Adam, purely for the fact of what he'd done for me.
Is that still here? That respect?
I've gave him it back. I gave him it back by giving him this fight. I didn't have to do this fight. Everyone don't forget that I had other options. I didn't have to give David Haye a rematch. David Haye was that smarmy and arrogant and cocky that he didn't even put a rematch clause in the contract. No one does that. At this kind of level, you ask Eddie, no matter how confident he is of his man winning, in every fight he goes into, anything past I would say a domestic title fight, you would enter a rematch clause on behalf of your fighter. Is that general practice, or is it not?
If you're a good promoter.
So, but is there any possible way you would not put a rematch clause in? So, like David said, not even in his wildest dreams would you imagine making a fight of the magnitude that it was last time. And bear in mind, David said it was a big fight. So why would you put a rematch? Because he was that arrogant and that just egotistical. He thought he just had to turn up. That's all he thought. David just thought he had to turn up. He probably thought a fart would have knocked me out if it came from him. That's how little he thought of me. And he made a grave mistake, because now he's dancing to a different tune. And it ain't fucking Luther Vandross. It's something totally different. He's going to be dancing to Z cars on the way to the ring. You're going to listen to me walking this time. And you're going to wait a little bit. Like I had to dance my fat ass off last time, you're going to wait this time. And I'm going to enjoy it. For the first time in your whole life, your whole career, it's all on the line. I've done this 5 or 6 times. 5 or 6 times I've done it. I've been where you are. I just didn't have the lovely revenge cap or the nice white jumpers to make you look a bit bigger. And I definitely didn't have Will Mackenzie on my team either. But we just get to Saturday night. Adam, what more do you want me to say? I think I'm just looking forward to Saturday. And it doesn't matter what we say or what we do. No one cares what happens today. No one cares what gets said today. All as it comes down to is Saturday night. That's all. We're just Saturday night entertainment. That's all we are. I know exactly where I am in this, where this whole circus lies. Saturday night, I punch you in the face with everything I've got, and we will go from there.
Tony, one last one. David says that he's going to take it slow. He's going to get through the first 6 rounds and then step it up.
David's never done that in his whole life, Adam. David has never shown he's a 12-round fighter who gets strong in his whole life. So, although I know it's the best version ever of him, he's never shown that. So, boxing is a sport where fighters do not get better as they get older. It's happened on literally, you know what, in all honesty, it's never happened. It's never happened. You can give me examples. People might say George Foreman, Bernard Hopkins, no. Because it always ends badly.
You seem to have got better as you got older.
Nope. Nope. I can't do what I can do. I'm 35.
What age would you when you won a world title?
I'm 35. I can't do what I could do when I was 25.
How old was you when you won a world title?
33.
Okay, and you failed up.
I'm 35. I'm 35 now.
Failed up until that point, so you got better as into your 30s.
You try making 12 stone 7. See how you do.
Question. You got better as you got older.
I moved weights.
When you're 32.
No. I moved weights. That's what happened there, David.
You got older as well.
Are you, David? Are you telling me you're the same man who faced Jean-Marc Mormec?
No.
Of course you're not, because it's impossible. You know, I'm not the same man I was that I faced Alunga Makabu. Actually,
you got better as you got older.
I got cleverer as I got older. I didn't get better.
Clever, better. The way you look at it, isn't it? More experienced, more teak tough.
So at 90 years old, David, I'm going to be the best fighter I could possibly be, because I'll have so much knowledge that, you know, Einstein, it's ridiculous, David.
I'd agree to disagree with you on this one then.
I'm sure you would, mate. You would agree to disagree. That's all you'd ever do, mate. You can't hold a conversation with me. Once again, Fred, mate, them acting lessons are definitely not working. You need to work on the craft. If you want to be an actor, you need to work on the craft. I mean, that's the worst fake laugh.
You really hurt my feelings there, Tone. You really hurt me, yeah?
I don't need to hurt you, mate. I'm going to do that Saturday night. I'm going to do that Saturday night. Like last time, innit, mate?
Really getting to me here, Tone.
I don't need to. I'm going to get to you Saturday night.
I've been got to here, Tone.
Why?
Because you're so much more mentally strong than I am.
I'm not.
You are.
Just another fighter, mate.
It's just a fact. Just stating facts. That's all you do, I know.
It's not a fact, mate. Tell you what, whoever you're paying for these acting lessons, he's absolutely diabolical. No wonder he can't get a role in absolutely fuck all. No wonder he's back fighting. He's back fighting, mate, because that's all he knows, that's all he can do. Instead of saying, I'm going to retire at 31, he's back in the ring. Back in the ring, after all he's achieved, he's back here. I'm at the pinnacle of my career, David. You're on the downside.
I know.
You've been to the top. You've been undisputed cruiserweight champion. You've been heavyweight champion. You've been in mega blockbusters. And now you're answering to a little fat scouser.
Exactly.
And you're telling me you're at your peak. You're telling me you're at the best.
I'll tell you after the fight.
You just telling me you said you're at your best. I'm just saying.
It feels like it, but I haven't got in the ring.
Look at the blockbusters you've been in. How is this even? How am I even relevant?
It's Saturday.
So your career's on the line, and you are facing.
I can tell you, I'm in my prime.
Are you facing the weakest opponent you've ever faced, David, on paper? Am I one of the weakest opponents you've ever faced on paper?
No, you're the best by far. Like
I am not, David. Please stop telling lies. Just tell the truth for
You're the best guy I've ever even seen. Wow. He's fastest, strongest.
I'm not slick, I'm not fast, I'm a fatty with a mouth. But you know what, I can back it up.
There you go.
I backed it up on March the 4th last year, do you remember? Or was that if you forgot that too? Say that again?
Let's try and back up on Saturday as well.
I don't need to back it up, I've beat you once already.
You can't agree with anything.
I've beat you once already, more of the fake laugh, stop it please. You're embarrassing yourself. You know, it's just, we've done it once already. We've done it once already, mate. I've beat you already. I've won, David. No matter what happens on Saturday, I've won. I have won, mate.
I'll beg to differ after the fight.
No, trust me. No matter what happens on Saturday, I've won. You was always expected to be here. You was always expected to be the man who's earning this, doing that, the big shot. I was just always the mouthy scouser who couldn't do anything. I've won, mate.
Okay, you've won, I've lost.
I've won, I know.
There you go. Can you stop talking now?
Thank you, he's fantastic, isn't he?
You're right, I'm wrong.
Conversation stilted. Look at his eyes, final message.
Good luck, Saturday, good luck. It's going to be fun.
Take the mask
Enjoy
off.
it.
Enjoy me 15 minutes again.
No, it's going to be longer than 15 minutes.
No, you said to me last time, enjoy me 15 minutes of fame.
This time I'm saying enjoy the whole fight.
So is it 30 minutes?
Enjoy the 36 minutes we're going to have.
36? You've just told me you're going to stop me, so I was going to go 36 minutes.
So we'll see, here we go.
You make your mind up, you're a walking contradiction.
Up to 12 rounds for boxing, yeah? Enjoy that time.
It's not going to last 12, in my opinion, either.
Okay, then there you go.
So, you know, we'll see. I just wanted to happen.
Let's bring them head to head. Thanks very much, guys. We'll get some photos done and then interviews after.
Take my seat. Fight for it then. Are we right to sit? Can you sit here, mate? Okay. I will. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. No. I might have one, mate. Back in a second. No. I think we don't feel like we're a team anymore. Huh? We don't feel like we're a team anymore. We're lone wolves.
You didn't bring my tracksuit.
Mate, you're in one. You're in one.
I love an old tracksuit always.
There's one. I've even got one for Luda. I've even got one for you, mate.
I know.
Destiny, what are you doing to me? I see go. I was the first one here. And you let everyone take my seat. Can you sit on your knee?
Could everyone be seated, please?
Come on. A bit homo, but yeah. Damn.
There you go. It's all good. It's all love. It's all love. Needs must.
Just let me know when you're designated. I'm trying to get to my cold.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final official press conference for what will be one of the big nights of world-class professional boxing at the O2 Arena this coming Saturday night. We are about 58 hours away from the bell for what is known as the rematch that the world has been waiting for in the heavyweight division. And it's all brought to you by Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, along with Haymaker Promotions and Ring Star Promotions, sponsored by William Hill, Voltarol, World of Tanks, and JD Sports. A big night indeed with an action-packed undercard, and here to tell you more about it from Sky Boxing is Mr. Adam Smith.
Thank you, Michael. Always a pleasure to have you in town. What a fantastic fight ahead on Saturday night. 14 months on, repeat or revenge. We had to see it, didn't it? One of the best rematches in recent times as Tony Bellew and David HAYE go head to head. No one can pick a winner. Can you guys pick a winner? Because I can't. Let's bring in, first of all, the promoter of Tony Bellew, Eddie Hearn.
Thank you, Adam. And as you saw previously, a brilliant night of boxing here at the O2 on Saturday night, live on Sky Sports Box Office. An incredible undercard, but of course everybody is talking about this main event. Originally scheduled for last September. I remember when David HAYE came to me and told me about the injury and having to call Tony Bellew after. It was horrible times for both guys, particularly for the one we were concerned about, Tony Bellew. Thought long and hard about what to do, but this fight had to be made. The score had to be settled. The world wanted to see this rematch. Tony Bellew wanted to put the record straight that he wins no matter what happens on Saturday night. And I think this has become a real 50-50 intriguing matchup. Before, no one really gave Tony Bellew the credit that he deserved going into the first fight. He was a huge underdog. Now the bookies can't split them. You know, you have a former unified cruiserweight world champion, former world heavyweight champion against the WBC cruiserweight champion in Tony Bellew. And I'm not sure I've been more confident going into a 50-50 fight before. Tony Bellew is in great shape. He's improving all the time under David Caldwell. And we fully expect a victory on Saturday night. And it's been a wonderful career that David HAYE has had. But I believe it comes to an end on Saturday night at the O2 Arena. And I believe that Tony Bellew will go on and get the credit that he deserves as one of Britain's great fighters. It's a brilliant fight. It's what boxing's all about. No one can pick a winner. But I can, and that's our boy Tony Bellew. I believe 100% he's winning on Saturday night. But tune in, it's going to be absolutely electric in the O2. It always is, a wonderful venue. And this is a fight that means a lot for both guys. Careers on the line, legacies on the line. Potentially the last time you could see either guy in the ring. And don't miss an incredible night of boxing on Saturday night.
Totally agree, it's going to be electric in that O2 on Saturday night, don't miss it. It's also a pleasure to have another great promoter over here with us from the States. Great to see you, Richard Schaefer from Team HAYE.
Thank you, Adam, and I agree with you, Eddie, 50-50 fight. I can pick a winner as well, and he's right here next to me. David HAYE, I think, you know, some fights are made for money, some fights are made for world titles, and some fights are made for pride. And this is one of those for pride. And somehow, us as fight fans, we always in for a special treat when we see one of those fights which are made for pride. Both guys want to win, both guys are in great shape. I can't wait for the first bell to ring, and I know who is going to come out with as the winner, and that's right here, former world champion, David HAYE.
Thank you very much, Richard. Let's bring in another lead man from Team HAYE, Adam Morley.
Thanks, Adam. I think there's been two kind of different, varying approaches to the camps in the build-up here. It's been different in some ways to the March 2017 fight. On Tony's side, on our side, we've been pretty cool, calm, and collected. Apart from my little rant the other day, we've been pretty cool, calm, and collected. And on Tony's side, it's been a little bit more like it was before. It has been a repeat. They have called names, called me Maz, called me Will from In-Betweeners. I mean,
thanks for that, Phil.
Dave Caldwell, who I thought liked me, he even called me an embarrassing dweeb. A feisty one you are, Dave.
Don't worry about me, I'm just Penfold, don't worry about that.
And you know, it's all done to get under David's skin. And it has worked this time, because David's cool, calm and collected. But, you know, you look at how David's had to approach this fight from last time. David's looked at it, he's broken it down, and he now has, no doubt about it, one of, if not the best boxing coach in the world. He's Scott Rubin on strength and conditioning. He's getting every single part ready. He's 100% fit. And when he gets in the ring on Saturday night, what you're going to see is going to be, well, I hesitate to say the haymaker of old, but you're going to see a different David. And I'm very excited about what you're going to see. I mean, I saw Tony yesterday. You know, he looked slick, he looked fast, he looked light. He's got heart, he's got balls, you know, what he did last time. I think it's going to be a tremendous fight tomorrow night. And someone said to me yesterday, one of the journalists said to me, I think Tony Bellew is going to, he's light because he's going to run from David. I don't think he will. I think he's going to stand there. I think he's got heart. And I think we're going to have a terrific fight. And I think there's only one winner. I think you know who it is.
Thanks, Adam.
Alright, so we're here with JOYCE. He's going to be fighting this weekend. So I've seen you damage 2 people in the first round. If you don't do that in the first round in the weekend, how are you going to approach the fight?
Obviously the first round I'm working around, see what he's got. If I see openings, I'm going to be putting shots on the openings and hopefully something big.
Okay, so what advice can you give to youth, upcoming youth that want to do boxing?
You've got to have dedication, and I'd say don't be afraid to travel and always learn and listen. Try and obviously continue to improve yourself. And it's quite simple, just keep winning.
Keep winning, that's advice. So the diet up to the fight, what's your diet like?
I've been juicing shakes, I have, rice, vegetables, stuff like that. Make sure I get a very healthy diet, make sure I get enough fruit and veg, stuff.
So who's your inspiration in this sport? What brought you into boxing?
I would say this, but I was always Muhammad Ali fan. I only started boxing at 22, so also some more advice is, it's never too late, because look what I've achieved. I've been boxing for 10 years.
Okay, so 32 now, so this will be your first time you win if you win on the weekend. Alright, nice to meet you.
Guys.